I only got 5%. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're all here. Okay, today we're going to talk about gospel-centered recovery, a hope that transforms. So, what if the most dangerous part of addiction isn't the substance or the bottle, but the sentence that we repeat ourselves, this is just who I am? Millions struggle with addiction every day, not just fighting cravings, but fighting false identities. The truth is, recovery takes more than coping skills. It takes a brand new identity. That's why gospel-centered recovery isn't just helpful, it's urgent. It offers the only real solution to the root of addiction, restoring lives through the power of Christ. So, in a world overwhelmed by addiction, gospel-centered recovery offers the urgent solution people desperately need. It restores broken identities through Christ and provides lasting hope that secular programs cannot offer. Addiction is ultimately an identity and a sin crisis. So addiction isn't about drugs or alcohol, it's about the lies that people tell themselves. In many recovery, people say, I'll never change, or I'm just an addict. The gospel says otherwise. In 2 Corinthians 5:17, Paul declares, if anyone is in Christ, he is a new creation. The old has passed away, the new has come. Gospel-centered recovery speaks to the deepest need, the need to know who we are in God's eyes. It doesn't label people by their failures. It calls them sons and daughters of the King. That identity shifts and makes real transformation possible. So, grace changes desire when willpower fails, right? Most secular programs rely on behavior modification. Just stop drinking, just say no, just work harder. But willpower does run out, especially when shame is always whispering, you'll never be free. So gospel-centered recovery offers something better, grace. The gospel offers something better, grace. Romans 8:1 tells us there is now no condemnation for those who are in Christ Jesus. This grace doesn't excuse sin, it frees people from it. When someone realizes they're fully loved and forgiven, they begin to want different things. They're not just fighting addiction, they're learning to desire what truly satisfies. And that's a deeper change than any checklist or self-help mantra can give. Healing happens in a gospel community, though. Addiction thrives in isolation, but healing thrives in relationship. Gospel-centered recovery doesn't just give someone a program, it gives them a family. Churches offer mentors, accountability partners, and a safe place to confess, heal, and grow. So Galatians 6:2 says, carry each other's burdens, and in this way you will fulfill the law of Christ. In a gospel-centered environment, people aren't just left alone to battle their demons. They're surrounded by a community that prays, encourages, and walks the road of freedom together. It's not just recovery, it's belonging. The urgency is the fact that we can start changing lives now. So we're facing addiction crisis like never before. Overdose rates are skyrocketing, families are being torn apart, and lives are being lost every single day. We don't have time to wait for another program or a government solution. The gospel is ready now, though. Any church can start a gospel-centered recovery ministry offering real hope to hurting people immediately. Programs like Celebrate Recovery and the Woodshed proves this works. Lives are being transformed, family restored, and entire communities impacted because gospel has the power that self-help methods lack. And here's the truth. This isn't just a nice idea for someone to try. We can be part of this. We can pray, support, help launch ministries in our own communities. Addiction is urgent, but so is the gospel. Addiction tells people this is who you are, you'll never change. The gospel says this is who you are in Christ, you are loved, forgiven, and made new. That's why gospel-centered recovery isn't optional, it's essential. It meets the deepest needs, a new identity, a new heart, a new hope found only in Jesus. So today, my challenge to you is don't settle for recovery that only manages symptoms. Advocate for the gospel-centered recovery. Support it, share it, because gospel doesn't just help people get sober, it changes lives forever.